friends, Limudei Kodesh teachers, our heroes. I want to send my personal blessing to this incredible gathering and to say how much we as a community owe to you. We owe everything to you. That's the honest truth. You probably heard that I'm about to retire as Chief Rabbi, and people ask me, what am I going to do? And I say I'm going to take on the only role in life that is higher than being a Chief Rabbi, which is to be a teacher. The truth is, when our community, when our tradition wanted to give Moshe, the greatest leader the Jewish people ever had, the highest title, they called him Rabbeinu, our teacher. And so I'll be moving on to spend more time learning and teaching, and to salute the work you do, because you are my heroes, our heroes. Friends, you know that to be a teacher, especially a Limudei Kodesh teacher, can be difficult and it can be challenging. So I just want to share with you one thought, or maybe two, who knows, one thought leads to another, of just how significant teaching really is. You know, if you look in the second chapter of Pirkei Avos, you will see a strange Mishnah. It says, Chamisha Talmidim Hayu Lo LeRabban Yochanan ben Zakkai. 5 pupils Rabban Yochanan ben Zakkai had. Now go figure, Rabban Yochanan ben Zakkai was the greatest rabbi of his age. Truth is, we owe the entire existence of the Jewish people to Rabban Yochanan ben Zakkai's ability to negotiate with Vespasian during the siege of Jerusalem, during which he secured the existence, even though the rest of the Jewish world was destroyed, of Yavne and the yeshiva and the academy. That is what we should be recording about Rabban Yochanan ben Zakkai. But what does Avot teach us? No, forget about all the rest. Rabban Yochanan ben Zakkai was a teacher. He may only have had 5 great disciples, but that was enough to mark him with greatness. Just think about that. The man who saved the Jewish people. But what do we remember about him? That he was a teacher. That's why he was able to save the Jewish people, because he left people after him who would carry on the mission, the message, the work. There is an extraordinary moment in Moshe Rabbeinu's life. You will find it in Parshas Ba'alosecha in Bamidbar chapter 11. It is the lowest point in the whole of his life. He says to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Lo chala levadi, zeta ta'am hazeh, I can't carry this people on my own anymore. He said, Im kacha ato tzali, hargeni naharok. Please, kill me now if you have any rachmanas on me. And God says to Moshe Rabbeinu, I'll tell you what, gather together 72 people, vatzalti min haruach, and I will take of the spirit that's on you, and it'll be on them, and you'll find that'll work. And the amazing thing is, it does work, because the Moshe Rabbeinu we see after this is a different human being. No longer is he complaining about the people, no longer is he complaining about the work. Yoshua says, there's a crisis. Adoni Moshe Kalaim. There are 2 people prophesying outside in the camp. They're a threat to your leadership. And Moshe Rabbeinu replies with supreme, relaxed self-confidence. Are you jealous on my behalf? Halavai, that all God's people were prophets. His own brother and sister in the next chapter start talking Lashon Hara about him. And what do we read? Vayish Moshe anav moed mikol adam asher b'nei Adam. It didn't bother him. What, his own brother and sister didn't bother him? The Moshe Rabbeinu, before and after, are 2 different people. Before he wants to die, afterwards he's relaxed. Why? Because his spirit entered 72 elders. We don't find that they did a single thing to help him. The crisis was, people were complaining they only had the manna to eat. The 72 elders did not help him provide the food. That came directly from God. So what changed? And I believe the answer is this. God gave Moshe Rabbeinu the privilege that most of us are not really given. He let him see the influence he had on 72 people. Vatzalti min haruach. I want you to see Moshe Rabbeinu. You think you've achieved nothing? I want you to, actually I'm going to make it visible for you. You are going to see how your spirit has changed the lives and minds of 72 other people. When Moshe Rabbeinu knew he'd influenced 72 other people, the rest of the problems in life went away. The truth is, whether you have 5 Talmidim who carry your message, or better still, the greatest of the great, 70, 72, that's enough. You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. There are 7 billion people on the face of this planet. And we ask ourselves, what can I do to change the world? One among 7 billion, I'm no more than dust of the earth, sand on a seashore, a wave in the ocean. I am nothing. But the answer is, one life is like a universe. Change one life and you've begun to change the universe. And who changes lives more than anyone else? The answer is a teacher. There is a very famous passage in the Talmud. There was a great rabbi called Shimshon HaAmsoni who said every S, every et, every aleph tov in the Torah, which we think means nothing, it just designates the object of a verb, comes l'rabot, comes to include something else that's not explicit in the verse. Until he came to the verse, Et Hashem Elokecha tiro, you shall fear the Lord your God. What was the S supposed to add? We're supposed to fear somebody else? It's blasphemous. We're really ultimately only in awe of Hashem. And he retracted the whole of his life's teaching until Rabbi Akiva came along and he said, L'rabot talmidei chachamim. No, the verse comes to add. You should stand in awe and respect of talmidei chachamim she'ehei mora rabach k'mora shamayim. Because your reverence for a teacher should be like your reverence for God himself. Well, now, you and I know, halavai, you walk into a classroom on Monday morning, you wish some of the kids knew that little piece of Gemara. But the fact is, here is Rabbi Akiva telling us, there's only one human being in this world who can even compare to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And that is somebody who teaches. Somebody who teaches changes lives. Somebody who teaches leaves a mark on future generations. And that's why you who teach our future generations to love and know and respect and live Torah, you are the people of whom we should stand in awe and respect. Friends, do your work well. Do it with love, because Hashem loves you. Anglo Jewry is indebted to you. I admire you, and we all salute you. May Hashem be with you in all you do, and may you raise a generation of whom Anglo Jewry can be proud. With my blessing and great admiration. את השמיים ואת